Pulse weak, but regular.
Impressive specimen.
A month of tracking, stalking, but I finally dropped the son of a bitch.
Congratulations. Can't help wondering, though. Why'd you keep the corpse? Aim to stuff it? Hang it above the mantel?
Not a bad idea. Gotta finish the autopsy first, though. This one was quicker than most. Quicker and stronger. Want to examine it thoroughly.
Mind if I have a look?
Want to do the honors?
No thanks. You cut. I'll grab a bite to eat. Let's examine its head.
Long whiskers. Protruding frontal lobe, but that's normal. Long ears. And an earring.
Seen that before. Some of them like shiny objects, like magpies.
And in the maw, yellow dull teeth. Missing its upper front teeth. Lower incisors.
Clearly not a flosser. Fine, let's move on. Open its gut. So, anything interesting?
Bits of undigested food. A few decades worth, looks like. Human hair, a belt buckle, a few coppers, and a gold ring. Want to give it to Yennefer? Ought to be as good as new once you polish it a bit.
No thanks. She only wears silver.
That's her loss. Rest is perfectly normal, except for its gnarled liver. Seems like I had a penchant for the blood of drunkards.
Nice claws. 15 inches, I'd say.
They grow its whole life. This one was about 110 years old.
Pretty muscular legs. Calves and feet especially.
Let me tell you, this sucker was fast. 1 second here, there the next. Always in the shadows. Could barely see it.
So how'd you take it down?
Long story. Tell you another time.
Think I've seen enough for now. This was an old one. Experienced.
It'd be nice to figure out a way to determine a catacan's age based on its tracks. Avoid running across one like this unprepared.
It would, I agree. But later. See you, Eskel.
Look. Like that? Pretty, isn't it? Interesting. Yes? What is it, Wolf?
Ran into an old friend of yours, Countess Mignol.
Huh? Impossible. Where?
Auction house in Oxenfurt. She's an aficionado, a collector. Witcher gear. Imagine that. Old school of the wolf armor, for instance.
Right. A fine gambeson that was. It had sleeves of chainmail and...
Love letters conveyed by a governess. Trysts in garden nooks. You scampering out a window. Last person I imagine dabbling in that sort of thing.
You might find it hard to believe, but... I was young too once. Well, younger.
She still lives in Oxenfurt. No itch to go there? See her?
Later, maybe. Once it's over. Once things are calm again.
I met with Emir.
Any crowned heads you haven't met?
A few. Hoping it stays that way.
Remember the first war with Nilfgaard? Battle of Sodden? The North, all of it, fought together. Temeria, Redania, Kedwen, Edirn, and the mages were heroes. On the field first, then in ballads. Not much left of that world.
See you later. Or a portrayal describe how to open a passage in the mine. Might be worth seeing what's down there.
Damn it, you piece of shit! Damned crystal!
You decide to blow us up?
Geralt, I'm sorry, but I'm in no mood for jests.
What's eating you?
Let me think. That was the third crystal to explode. It's been a week, and Lambert's still not done what I've asked. Vesemir spitefully insists on repairing the wall just beneath my window and starts hammering at the crack of dawn, while Eskel seems to have gone mushroom picking, not forktail hunting.
The guys. Well, they're not exactly happy with you.
Why is that?
Because you aren't willing to say what you're planning. You're treating them like pages, not including them. Us, actually, because I feel that way too.
I shall explain everything when the time is right. First, we must finish our preparations.
Heard about the bed. Really prefer to sleep on the floor? Wouldn't recommend it. That stone can get awfully chilly.
Frankly, I prefer a chill to bedding littered with red hair.
Ah, so it is about Triss.
Yes, it's about our dear darling Triss. Geralt, I don't want to seem like a vindictive shrew, but that very bed is where you just happened to fuck a dear friend of mine. Yes, I know, you'd lost your memory. Whatever. Let us agree that I will refrain from scolding you, while you will stop mentioning that stupid bed. Agreed?
Agreed.
Splendid. On to more pressing matters.
Fine. What do I do?
Firstly, help Eskel and Lambert. One was supposed to get me forktail spinal fluid, the other was to fortify the phylactery with elemental power. I've yet to see anything from either of them.
Taken care of.
Is that so? My, the initiative. That leaves one other trifle to resolve. As you saw, my megascope's acting up, in rather spectacular fashion. I'm certain there's an energy source nearby, generating disturbances, making the crystals malfunction. We must find it and neutralize it. Quickly, I must contact someone. It's urgent.
All right. How do I find the source?
Use this Potestaquisitor.
Potestaquisitor? Sounds fancy. Complicated.
Yet it's ever so simple. Grasp it firmly, move it around, and the louder it squeals, the closer you are. Spare me your juvenile wit, please. Well, what are you waiting for? Ah, one more thing. Thank you, Geralt.
Nothing here. Oh, got a signal. Signal's growing stronger.
So, Yennefer found a volunteer to walk around with that chirping stick after all.
Ah, butchering just never took off. Getting warmer. Warmer. Disturbance is coming from there. What's in these crates?
Dimeridium bombs. Lambert made them.
No wonder the megascope doesn't work. All right, gotta get him out of here.
I can do that. Rather you not make a mess of my shelves. Just keep an eye on Uma.
Yes, Uncle Vesemir. How goes it? Vesemir's not working you too hard, I hope. Thought so.
All done. You can go. Now, let's check your conditioned reflexes. Look. Like that? Pretty, isn't it? Interesting. Not afraid of silver.
Thank you. Seems to be working now. What was it?
Dimeridium bombs. Lambert left them by the beds.
I suppose he had no idea they could interfere with my megascope?
You know, Lambert's not exactly an expert on megascopes, so...
Please. Lambert is mean, not stupid. But no matter. More importantly, I shall finally be able to contact Ida.
The Ida? Elven sage? What do you want from her?
Stay and you'll learn for yourself.
Members of the Lodge don't let just anyone in on their secrets, or so I've heard.
Consider it a token of our trust. Now let's begin. And Geralt, behave, please.
Didn't you just say you trust me?
Stop twisting my words.
Kednel Yennefer at Vengerberg. Gwynblade.
Hey there, Ida.
Geralt.
It matters not, Yennefer. I've grown accustomed to human decorum. Why have you summoned me?
We've come up against a curse. One we must lift. It was uttered in a dialect of Elder speech unfamiliar to me.
I see. The words of the curse?
Vafel Elaine, Ked mil foli, Gledev don ettenid, Bondro isne iacus.
Take it you've heard the words before.
Yes, in legends. Of the kind that do not end happily.
Can you help us with the curse?
To a degree. Agnes de Glanville's incantation, combined with Elder's triangle, inverted, of course. They are your only possible recourse. But I cannot guarantee that even they will suffice.
Thank you, Ensavern. Vafel.
That does not conclude our conversation.
Let me guess. You want something in return.
If I may, Gwynblade, I'd like to request. Stop guessing. Just listen. The time of the white frost and white light is nigh.
And the world will perish amidst ice. I know Ithleen's prophecy.
I don't doubt you know it. But do you understand it? The Elder Blood can initiate the final age, the time of the end. Or stop it. Remember this, Gwynblade. For you will be the one to determine if the seed bursts into flames.
All in all, interesting conversation. What now?
You can start by apologizing for acting like a boor, despite my asking you not to.
Don't really see why I should apologize. I know sorceresses expect me to bow down before them.
So you refuse to bow and thumb your nose at them instead? Very mature. Oh, enough. All is ready. We should gather the others and begin. Listen, everyone. All is in place. We may begin. Lambert, prepare the apparatuses. Eskel, go.
Last I heard, my dear, I give the orders around here, not you.
I believe we made an agreement to seek to cure Uma my way.
I said we would help you, that's it. I don't know what you want to do with them, you haven't deigned to inform us, but it's not safe, is it? Just as I thought. Which is why I think we should first try another, less invasive method.
What's this method?
Derives from folk traditions. I've used it many times. In 1211, to lift the curse that held the Swan of Povis, for instance. I'll take Uma into the mountains.
What then? Will you howl at the moon together?
A bit of respect. You're not talking to Geralt.
No, we will not howl at the moon. I'll lay him down on a gravestone. Come midnight, I'll give him tea made of hemlock harvested from... But I don't see that I need to explain this to you.
In my opinion...
I know your opinion, but I'm not asking anyone's permission. I'm saying what will happen. I'll be back at dawn, with Uma, or whoever hides inside him.
So, got the evening off. What do we do with it?
Vesemir mentioned some roof beams in the tower need replacing. Maybe we could see to that. Or we could have a drink.
Sounds a lot better than the beams.
Wouldn't mind a shot myself, or two.
Nothing I can do. Been outvoted. Let's go.
Do as you will. But in a moment, Geralt and I must talk.
Ooh, sounds serious. Come on, Lambert. See you in a bit, Geralt.
All right, what did I do this time?
No, nothing. I just wanted to take you aside, without cluing the others into what we're up to.
Mm-hmm. And what are we up to?
Sneaking upstairs to make love.
Wow, you don't exactly mince words.
I'm too old to play the blushing bride. Unless you ask nicely. Shall we go? You can rejoin them afterwards, in an hour. Or two.
Yen, don't get mad, but...
Stop. Suddenly I have an immense desire to drink.
So? Head sorceress box your ears again?
You could say that.
Yen, we don't have glasses. You alright drinking from a mug?
I'd drink from an old boot tonight. Perhaps instead of getting crocked in deep glum, we could do some catching up.
What have you been up to, Lambert? Any interesting contracts before you set off in search of Caradon?
Yeah. Contract in Lan Exeter. Not to boast, but a pretty lucrative one.
Yeah. Kavir's where the gold's to be made. Know how much they pay there for a drowner?
Shush, I'm talking now. So this giant was giving him trouble. Attacking convoys, dragging folk off into the swamps.
And relieving himself on the highway, rendering it dreadfully slippery. You've built enough suspense. Get to the point.
Fine. Turned out it wasn't a giant. Just a fat forest troll. And a group of bandits were ambushing the convoys.
What did you do?
Killed the bandits to keep the road safe. Then I killed the troll. Needed its head to collect the bounty.
Could have spared the troll.
To eat roots and sleep in roadside ditches? I needed the coin. And not a soul mourned that troll's passing.
Let's raise a mug to his memory. The least we can do.
Eskel, that catacan we cut up together. Tell us how you nabbed him.
A catacan. Oh ho ho. Dangerous horse sons, those.
Finicky, too. Specimen in question only went for young women from the upper classes.
That's like me.
We've no interest in your fantasies, Lambert. Whereas the vampire, even I'm curious to know how you managed.
My clan threw a masquerade ball for the city's notables, to lure the vampire out of hiding. I was there too, disguised. Let me tell you, never had so much success with the ladies as I did that night.
What about the vampire?
I'd made a deal with this young alchemist. She really loaded up. Fish tech, vodka, magic mushrooms. Went out into the garden. Vampire found her and drank his fill. Fight was an afterthought.
A fairy tale on gluttony for modern times.
Alchemist come out of it all right?
Fine. Lost a bit of blood, I suppose. Hangover was the worst part. She drank nothing but pickle juice for the next month.
Eventful times for me recently. Kings, dragons, conspiracies, and then I found Yen.
Yeah, we're thrilled for you. But why don't you tell us about Uma instead?
Long story. I was on Ciri's trail. Went to Velen, Skellige, Novigrad, where Dandelion needed saving again.
He get caught plowing somebody he shouldn't have been.
Right. Speaking of old friends Novigrad and plowing, how's Triss?
We were talking about Uma, weren't we?
The night is young. Got time to talk about everything.
Lambert. Not funny.
Fine. Conversation turned serious? Let's talk. Yen, what do you plan to do with Uma?
I said I'd tell you tomorrow.
So tell us now. It's after midnight.
I'll subject him to the trial of grasses, but only—
You'll fucking what?
Mind your manners, Lambert.
Did you hear what—
Not gonna ask you again.
Sorry. Looking to turn him into a witcher?
Of course not. As I was about to say, I'll only apply the first half of the trial, because—
Because you want to watch him suffer?
Stop interrupting, or I will watch you suffer. To restore Uma's former appearance, we must first... How do I explain it? Imagine a lump of clay. In order to shape it, you must first moisten it, or it will crumble. The trial's initial part does just that. It opens the body to change, so to speak. Only then can the mutagens produce a witcher.
It'll be the first trial in years, decades.
I knew you'd be wary.
Wary? That's not the problem. Those secrets have been forgotten, and that's how they should stay.
I'd be the last to suggest you start producing hordes of witches.
You hardly need to. See, till now we had a great excuse not to take in apprentices. Seems we'll need to talk it over.
Maybe later. Who's up for another round?
Oh, I am. But we're all out of stuff to chew on. Geralt, mind raiding the kitchen?
Not at all.
Gentlemen, pleasure drinking with you. Lambert especially. But the hour is late. Don't stay up long. Tomorrow's an important day.
Didn't listen, did he?
They never do.
What are you talking about?
Samavilla contract Eskel got a while back. Good story.
Finish it in a minute. First, some more fuel.
Ooh, now that's a kick in the liver. What is it?
The Gauntlet. Equal parts spirit and white gull. What's that look about? Yen's gone to bed. Time for some serious drinking.
Damn straight. Pour us another. Bottoms up.
How about a round of cards?
Why not? Playing for coin, though, right?
Yeah, unless you'd rather play strip Gwent.
Maybe I'd finally come to understand what women see in you.
Compare your trouser snakes later. Pouch is on the table. What's with him?
Don't worry about it. Let's play.
Good game, Geralt. Especially that move with the...
Eskel. He doesn't need any praise, just pour.
So, what's this about a Samavilla?
Snared this peasant in her dance. Instead of being happy, he escaped with his life. Yokel fell head over heels in love. Wanted me to trap her. Turned him down. So he tried it on his own, with a fishing net. Bet you they're still dancing a mazurka in some fallow field.
Great story. With a moral, too.
Really? What's that?
Stay away from dangerous women.
All right, change the subject.
'Cause you refuse to admit I'm right? Whatever. Fine.
Stop being a smartass and pour.
Colder and up a nice giant's ass in here. Gentlemen,
I shall return.
gotta go drain the dragon.
You and Lambert get along?
In a way, I've learned not to talk to him about certain things.
Guessing that's quite a list.
It is.
Hello, young'uns. Got your own little carnival going, eh? Alcohol, my good men, is a witcher's worst enemy.
Where did you dig up that bonnet?
Vesemir's trunk. The height of fashion in 1112. Old man probably put it on when he went courting. Or in the jargon of the time, wooing the damsels. Men, a witcher's life is not all cards and liquor. It is toil. It is labor. No gurgling babes to wean for us. Nay, not for us.
All right. One Vesemir's enough. Take that off before you get it dirty. And pour.
Oh, I'll pour, Eskel. I'll pour. To the brim. 'Cause without vodka, you're as stiff as a bookkeeper in a body cast.
Come on, let's have some fun.
Are we boring you?
No, it's just kinda...
Slow. Pretty boy's right. Listen, there's this game student from Oxenford taught me. Someone starts by saying, I've never, and finishing the sentence however they want. Who's ever done that thing downs a shot. Then it's the next guy's turn.
Sounds great. You start.
I've never slept with a succubus. How about that? Expected Geralt might have, but you? Eskel. Still waters run deep.
I'm a sucker for women with horns. Right, my turn. I've never, after a bender, woken up wearing nothing but my knickers. Geralt? Lambert's a lost cause, but you? What would Papa Vesemir say?
Think Papa Vesemir would have drank that round too.
All right, Geralt, your turn. I've never...
Jumped out a lover's window.
That's so. Must have been one tough character whose wife you were plowing.
That wasn't it. He was a friend. Didn't want to hurt his feelings.
Yeah, you're a true friend.
Right, men. let's end on that. Or else I'll never be able to look you in the eyes again.
Vodka. Vodka's gone. Who's gonna go get some more?
Already went to get food.
All right, I'll do it. Kitchen. It's that way, right?
Lambert, bud, gotta tell you something.
Yeah?
Sometimes you're a real jackass, but I love you, brother.
And sometimes you're a real blowhard. But damn it, I'd go to hell and back for you. Come here, you oaf. Damn. Broke.
Good thing it was empty. Huh? Where's Eskel? Should have been back by now. We ought to look around.
This is a job for Vesemir.
Not again. Take that hat off.
Where's that whippersnapper wandered off to? He could be beleaguered, I wager. Come, men, to the rescue.
Eskel spilled some wine and crawled through it.
Had to kneel down to see that.
If I'd have bent over, I'd have puked. Eskel, chop, chop.
Eskel, you drunk! Get out here! Eskel! Eskel!
Eskel. Eskel, chop, chop.
Hey, hear that?
Sounded like panting of a wounded wyvern. Think he hurt himself.
What's one scar, more or less, in his case? Makes no difference as I see it.
Uh-huh. Eskel's close.
Hang in there, brother. We're coming. Eskel! Eskel!
Eskel! Hey, look. There he is.
With his ever-faithful little bleeder. Hello, Eskel. Wake up!
What happened?
Got sloshed, stewed, and 57 other varieties of drunk. That's what happened. Get up. Time to have a drink.
Leave me alone. I'm gonna puke. Three of us get together, always ends like this.
Let's find a fourth. Better, a woman.
Nothing here but Yen. We don't want to wake her up, believe me.
What about that sorceress you talked to? Think about it. We turn on the megascope, cordially invite her, she teleports here. Maybe bring some friends. How's that sound?
Lambert, you're a genius.
Of course I am. So, we inviting the lodge to our bash?
Fuck yeah! Summon the bitches! All right. How's this work?
Well, a twist here, a turn there. Then you gotta say something in Elvish.
Easy peasy, let's do it.
Hey, hang on. When this Ida sees us, we'll scare her off. I mean, we don't look anything like sorceresses.
I know. Yennefer's clothes. Let's dress up. Bags are over there.
What's this thing you got for dressing up?
Shut it, wise ass, or I'll lace your corset up so tight you'll shit in your bloomers.
Stop whining, Eskel. Times you gotta squeeze into some
Frippery.
We don't tell a soul, understand? This stays here.
Sure brought a lot of crap. I think she was moving in.
Shh. You'll scare Geralt. Yes, Wolf?
Yes, perfect! Like it was made for you.
Sure. Soon as I let it out a bit in the waist.
Stop talking, get dressed. Not that one. Won't compliment your complexion. Damn, Eskel. You got an hourglass figure.
And you're an ass. Come on, go. Thing's tight as hell.
Now, I'll do the talking. You two fiddle with the crystals. Cadmil blood de doigt. Hocus pocus abracadabra arsplatha.
What is this? Who's that?
So sorry. We were never here.
Guards! More paper, Excellency! No, you oaf. The lodge has come for me.
I trust you have an explanation for this. A very good one. Go to bed. Now.
Damn. What a dream. See everyone's up and at 'em.
And reeking of booze. That hat was a memento, Lambert.
Relax, old man. It'll come out in the wash.
You can give the boys a rap on the knuckles later. Let's get to work.
Vesemir, learn anything?
While you were out hunting forktails and playing with a megascope, I examined Uma. Notice one thing. At moments of, what's the term, relaxed consciousness, he behaves differently. While falling asleep, he'd pause awake for an instant. Something different about his movements, his gaze then, but only for a moment. So I induced a trance, hypnotized him essentially. No effect at first, but as he dropped into deep lethargy, I heard something. A sigh or a moan, and it wasn't Uma's voice.
All right. I just don't get how that helps us.
Then keep silent. Thank you, Vesemir. And I apologize for what I said earlier. Have the boys told you what we plan to do?
Yes, don't like it one bit, but I suppose I have to trust you.
Right. So what now?
We can begin. We need only brew the potions.
Wait. Why couldn't we?
Do it earlier? Because the preparatory potions for the trial are strongly reactive. They must be administered immediately after they're brewed. Satisfied? Geralt, make the potions. Here are the formulae. Eskel, take a bottle of spirit.
No. After last night,
And disinfect the tools. Well, chop chop.
You don't know. trapped in Uma's body. How did you figure the proportions?
Performed a series of complex calculations, extrapolated some data, ran simulations.
Meaning, you guessed.
Potion's ready.
Tools, too.
Good. Vesemir?
Hookweed extract to deaden the pain. I know. Done this before.
Eskel. Make the incisions in his veins. Insert the tubes. Geralt, place the potion vials in the feeders.
Ready.
Open the valves. It doesn't matter in which order.
The hookweed work?
If it hadn't, the pain would have sent him into shock. Killed him.
So, everything's going smoothly.
No, but it's within known norms.
Administer the next potion.
I'd hoped I would never have to watch this again.
Why'd you keep the table then?
Geralt, next potion. Oisi Fin.
What now?
Now we wait for the potions to do their work. Might take a day, might take more.
You need only wait. True. But I must maintain the stabilizing spell. Uma's body is not nearly as resilient as a young candidate witch's. Without this, he... Eskel, I'm sorry. Would you mind?
Getting some rags. On it. I can't believe we're doing this.
Wiping vomit off the floor?
No. The trial. If that's Ciri in there, she could come out of this crippled. Wrong in the head. Just emotionless. Thought about that?
Of course I have. Thing is, we don't have a choice.
Not anymore, we don't. But we rushed it. Should have started by...
Gentlemen, the floor's as clean as it'll ever be. And I need to be wiped down as well. No offense, but I'd rather Geralt did it.
Understood. I'd prefer that too.
That normal?
Yes. Uma's body is disintegrating from the inside. Once that's complete, we'll need to reform it, or he'll die. You witches were given mutagens. We will use spells.
Hey, dozing off?
No, just resting my eyes.
Yeah, it's called sleeping.
Then do something to keep me awake.
Pinching's apparently effective.
Later, perhaps. For now, talk to me. Tell me a story.
Heard about the time Ciri and I went ice skating?
No, not that I recall.
The winter she trained here. A couple months in, she started complaining I was too harsh a teacher. Brushed it off at first. Then she asked me to go skating with her. Didn't really want to. I'd never been before. But she insisted. As soon as we hit the ice, she started skating circles around me, hollering, "No, not like that. Footwork. One, then the other. Crossover. No, wrong. Break with the heel of your skate, not the toes." Needless to say, from then on...
He's awake. It's time. Time to lift the curse. Prepare the phylactery. Never severe. Kalandját. Never severe. Kowal. Arriva. Endir. No. No, I won't let you. Geralt, yellow flask, in my satchel.
Quiet. Listen.
Kalandját.
Never severe. Kowal, Kalandját. Nevid, Arriba, Endir. Geralt, the phylactery, open it. Kalandját, Taran Anadir, Diz.
Havelock?
You know him?
Yes. An elf. An owl. A sage.
Where is Ciri?
Hidden. The Isle of Mists. But it's not... She's not safe. The hunt.
Isle of Mists. Where is it?
Everywhere. And nowhere.
Listen, Sage. We didn't lift that curse to play riddles with you.
Yvain. Arwen. Siren. In Skellige. Follow it into the mists. Hurry. Hurry. I tried to protect her, but the curse, the hunt, has not found the Isle as yet. 'Tis a matter of time. But if she leaves, they will detect her at once.
Enough, Geralt. He's not yet free of death's grip.
I'm going to get Ciri.
Hold up. Don't you think you owe us some answers? How do you know this Havelock? What's Ciri been doing with him?
Yennefer can tell you. Just keep an eye on him. He's not a friend.
Perhaps not, but Ciri apparently trusted him. We should at least take his words seriously. You heard what he said. Take Ciri from that Isle of Mists, and the hunt will pick up her trail immediately. What then?
We'll be waiting for them, swords in hand.
Yes. Time we, the hunted, became the hunters. Geralt will find Ciri and bring her here, and the hunt will follow. They'll expect to catch us by surprise, and they'll be sorely disappointed.
We plan to fight them. We five? In a crumbling castle?
Do we have a choice, besides delaying the inevitable?
Pretty Boy could try to round up a few others who know how to swing a sword.
Or wield magic.
Fine. I'll get Ciri and recruit some allies. Bring everyone here. Got a few favors I can call in.
Any good-looking women in that batch?
Mm-hmm. Exclusively. And you? What do you plan to do?
I've Avalach to care for. He's certain to die without gentle, gradual magic treatment. There's hope if I help him. Not much, but better than naught.
The boys and I'll consider how we should greet our uninvited guests.
All right. Time I was on my way.
Good luck, Wolf, and give Cirilla our love.
Come back quickly, Geralt.
Notes say I gotta place the book in the right spot. Medallion's humming. There's magic here. No ordinary forge. Medallion sensing magic. Ought to look around. A blacksmith's bellows.
Stand down! Be gone! This place belongs to Ragnir.
Listen, just want to look around.
Intruder! I cannot allow this! I will not allow it! No! Not allowed!
Stench. Fire's out. Let's see what's behind the heart. Something here. Where's that artifact Kira gave me? Secret compartment behind an illusion.
The curse that held Uma proved hard to lift, but Yennefer and the Witchers managed to do it. The ugliest man alive revealed himself to be not man, but elf, and an elven sage at that. Avalach, for this was his name, was the elven mage who had helped Ciri flee the hunt, then hidden her away on the Isle of Mists.
How can I help you?
Take...
Who will protect us poor from the who I ask?
Went to Undvik a while ago. Found these.
Well, goose kick me. These look like the real thing.
Because they are. Look at the markings. Authentic. How did you get them?
Wasn't easy, so I'm hoping for a good price on that armor of mine.
Harman ep Grönekan, Lieutenant General of the 2nd Mounted Army. Welcome to our humble establishment. A true honor to host one of such renown. I've heard the General's a connoisseur and collector of armor.
This is true, and they call you a master of the craft.
All too kind, sir, truly.
I need a suit of armor, heavy, able to withstand piercing projectiles.
Piercing projectiles? Oh, bolts, you mean? That ain't easy. Needs a special alloy, tempering.
The new tools. We can do it. Stoke the fire, I'll ready the rest.
Bold, your worker. You allow her much.
You know how it is, General. Good help's hard to come by. We should go outside. There's business to discuss.
It's always the same. I've had enough.
Enough?
They treat me like I'm nobody. The menial labour. Truth is, the Nilfgaardian, the one Fergus is kissing up to, I'll have to craft his armour. Yours too, for that matter.
So what's Fergus do?
Horseshoes, nails, not much else he can do, seeing as he cocks up simple bungs. But in the end, they call him Master. No one'd ever think I could be a skilled armourer, a human and a woman to boot. A dwarven blacksmith, that's another story.
Gotta admit, find your story hard to believe myself.
I'll prove it to you. Fergus can make the Nilfgaardian's armour himself. I'll craft another suit. We'll see whose is better. I need but one thing I can't get on my own. Would you help me?
Depends what it is.
To finish the armour, I'll need to harden it, quench it in a bath. Oil's what we usually use, but I want to use acid.
Kikimoors and archgriffins spit acid.
Archgriffins? Draconic griffins, you mean? Baron's men came by a few days back, said they'd seen one north of Crow's Perch. It had killed some folk out there.
Bound to be a notice posted for the griffin anyway. Could kill two beasts with one stone. Fine, I'll see what I can do.
Bring me the acid and I'll prove I'm better than Fergus. And I'll craft armour for you, lots of it. The kind no other armourer can.
Freak of nature. Pick more interesting things from my nose.
Fancy a gander at all?
See ya.
Now you... Yes.
Right in the chops, right in the chops, see?
Where'd you say you heard this?
What did I do to deserve your company?
Move it! A hand, that's it. Archgriffins had a veritable feast. Seems Mom didn't teach this little griffin not to play with its food. Stopped feeding here. Moved towards open ground to fly away. Stopped feeding here. Moved towards open ground to fly away. Archgriffin feather. Must have lost it when taking off. Hopefully its nest is nearby.
little prick.
Fancy a ga-
Heard you had a griffin problem.
Aye. Killed some villagers north of Crow's Perch. Folk came complaining to the Baron. He finally wearied of all the lamenting, offered a reward for the beast's head.
Good thing, too. I could use some crowns.
Well, folks say all kinds of shite about you lot. But gotta give a witcher his due. Here, fair pay for a fair day's work.
You're back? So? Got the acid?
Mm-hmm. Use it carefully. It's about as caustic as things come.
I know. It's burned many a man where I come from. Armour's ready. Now for the last touch. We'll soon see who's better, Fergus or me. Geralt, it's done.
Looks very professional.
Welcome, General. Armour's all ready. Came out splendid, if I do say so myself.
Rather coarse. I trust the appearance does not reflect the quality.
General, I've also made a suit, if you please.
What is the meaning of this?
Exactly what it looks like. Joanna crafted a suit of armor for you, General, to prove she's the superior armorer.
For God's sake, Joanna! What do you think you're doing?
Temeria remains a wild land, it seems. Insubordination of this kind is not something we Nilfgaardians allow.
If I may, General, I am Fergus's subordinate in appearance alone. It's what we agreed, as few would ever believe a woman to be a better armorer than a dwarf.
You are right. I, for one, do not think it possible. But you are confident in your abilities. Let us put them to the test. Not on dummies, in live combat.
Oh, quite a crowd.
You there, put on this armor.
I'm just here to show me yours.
Mine is not a request.
General, I crafted this armor for a man. It can't fit me properly.
Then find another to wear it.
Geralt, will you help?
Fine. Hope I won't regret this.
Don your armor, both. I will await outside.
Bloody hell. I just came here to show me yours.
Does this look to you like armor that stops bolts? Compensate the man. Now, let us see what this other suit is worth.
Gonna live?
Aye. But this armor's rubbish.
Stand. I wish to see the armor.
Not even a dent.
I am not easily impressed, but I must admit you have succeeded, my dear. Where to, dwarf? You must hear this. The forge is now Miss Joanna's. She will also assume all Nilfgaardian army requisitions. Is that clear?
Aye, as day.
Your pay for the armor. I will send a man to collect it.
I'll be going too, methinks. Just get my things.
Wait. We needn't part ways, Fergus. You've been a good helper. We could go on that way. But without the lie.
We did make quite the pair.
Well then, go stoke the fire. We've got a customer. He needs armor fit for a witcher. You weren't certain the armor would protect you. Admit it.
Master craftsmanship's something I trust in, something I strive for myself. Wouldn't have asked for legendary tools from Undvik and Archgriffin Acid if you didn't know what you were doing.
Thank you for trusting me. Give us a few days and your armor will be ready. Come on, let me help you get out of that.
Where'd you come from?
Geralt, good of you to come by. What can I do for you?
My armor coming along all right?
It's ready. I've reinforced the joints and bathed it in acid, as my clan's tradition demands.
Thanks. How much do I owe you?
Oh, please. I'd not be here if it weren't for you. It's a gift, in thanks for what you did. Take it, and may it serve you well.
Thanks. And you take care.
Geralt, good of you.
What are you... Take care.
Radovid was late with our pay a whole week.
You post the notice?
I did indeed. Hans of Sedaris, mercenary captain. Know of a monster that needs slaying. You interested?
What kind of monster are we talking about?
If only I knew. It was like this. Got Radovid to hire me and my company, but he's been late with the pay the last weeks. And I'll be damned if we're to risk our lives for free, like hell.
Couldn't agree more. But you were gonna tell me about the monster.
Yes. We arrived here, encamped. Then it turned out some beast prowls the area. Snatchers cows and the like. Reckoned we should help the local boys, so we grabbed our weapons and set out. Me and Kurt one way, Gerd and Henk the other. Gerd and Henk never returned. Whatever it was, it got him. Job's for a professional, clearly. So Kurt and me, we chipped in for a small reward, hoping someone's willing to help the locals avenge our comrades in the process.
Awfully noble of you.
Yeah. Mercenaries, we've our honor too. Well, Master Witcher, what will it be? Will you take the job?
All All right. Where do I start looking?
South of here. It's where we split up. It's where we last saw Gerd and Henk alive.
It's as worse it gets. Radovid was late with our pay a whole week.
He's trying to cheat us too. Purse I got was full of counterfeit crowns. Look here.
Human. Claw marks, bite marks, armor ripped to shreds. No sign of another corpse. Flying monster. Gripped the second body in its claws. Didn't quite get everything to its nest. Piece by piece, follow the thread. Tracks end here. Damn birds must have picked the ground clean, but they've already found the rest of the corpse, probably. All I gotta do is follow the cawing. Empty. Well. Except for leftovers. They took on this contract before I did. Got the reward up front. More than they're paying me. Thin rakides. Sparse afterfeathers. Interesting. An archgriffin.
Hey-ya!
Well, any progress?
Monster's dead. I slew it. It was a griffin. An arch-griffin, in fact.
In that case, I'm grateful. Arch-grateful. Your reward.
Hold up a minute. Recognize this? You accepted a contract. Reward paid up front, and higher than what you paid me.
What am I meant to do? Business is what it is, and intermediaries deserve their due.
What you're due is a punch in the face. Gold. Now. Some advice before you go. Don't ever try to cheat a Witcher again. Ever. You'll never learn.
He's ours! It's ours!
She cast no spells, on my honor.
An elf's honor worth less than a man's shit.
It's chamomile.
You should have stayed in the forest with my unit. Might at
I
least
wish
have
my man
dodged
was brave as you.
punch.
And he'd kill monsters, collect bounties.
Oh, God. A reaper's come for me.
See his mug.
Zoltan,
Geralt.
I know where Ciri is.
Then why are we here? Let's go get the lassie.
I'll do that, but I have another job for you. You need to set out for Kaer Morhen. That's where I'll take Ciri. The Wild Hunt will attack soon afterwards. Could use you at our side.
You'll have me and my axe.
Thanks. See you at Kaer Morhen. Vesemir, Eskel, and Lambert are already there.
Long live Geralt of Rivia, our savior!
See his mug. Damn nice, so. Shouldn't let that refuse into taverns with ordinary folk.
Leave it. You're not on duty. Look awfully suspicious to me, tramp.
Got the streets respect, Witcher.
Hey, you! Yes, you! You got water on the brain?
Another drifter in from Temeria.
Got a minute?
I do. What do you want?
Wasn't sure I should even ask you. Still not. But what the hell? I could honestly use some help.
Oh, my help. Very interesting. Do tell.
Wild Hunt's gonna attack Kaer Morhen soon. It's a sure thing. Looking for people, resources, anything that'll help me repel them.
The Wild Hunt? Don't tell me you believe that nonsense.
Hardly nonsense. Got a taste of it. A painful taste. On my own skin.
Sorry, Geralt, but I've my own pile of problems just now. I've not recovered my lost property. Your help, you might remember, left much to be desired. So I don't owe you shit.
Now, witches, they can't catch the pot.
Oi, clumsy old.
It's true you killed
We'll pay for the free.
Geralt of Rivia, safe and sound.
Could use your help at Kaer Morhen. Aim to take Ciri there. Wild Hunt's bound to appear soon after.
You didn't turn your back on me when I was in need. It's only fair I do the same.
Thanks. Venture to say your skills might prove invaluable.
I'll consider whether to bring Vess. Either way, I'll see you at Kaer Morhen.
So tell me, is it really the fashion among Novigrad wenches?
You trouble me, Greylocks.
Now, witches, they can't... Fox, isn't that right?
The curse that held Uma proved hard to lift, but Yennefer and the Witchers managed to do it. The ugliest man alive revealed himself to be not man, but elf, and an elven sage at that. Avalach, for this was his name, was the elven mage who had helped Ciri flee the hunt, then hidden her away on the Isle of Mists.
Me little Norgan's birthday tomorrow.
Was it hard?
I've no clue what to do.
Maybe a nice little house.
These continental dandies.
May your axe never crumble.
Something I've always wondered.
Your Royal Majesty. Would you spare a moment?
Come on, Geralt. I'm the same lass I was, save for the title. Not a thing's changed.
Got a delicate matter I wanted to bring up. Need your help.
What is it?
Crach's mentioned Ciri to you? He must have.
Have you found her?
Not yet, but I'm close. Problem is, soon as I get to her, the Wild Hunt will probably be able to locate us, quickly. So I'll want to take her to Kaer Morhen. Battle the hunt there. I'm looking for allies.
I can't leave the Isles now. It's impossible. What I can do is give you my best warrior. Hjalmar.
Think you'll be willing?
I'm sure of it. In fact, I think he'll be overjoyed. Come on, you know him.
Yeah, guess I do. Thanks.
No doubt he'll be valiant. I hope he proves useful too. Good luck.
Oh. Ah, Geralt. How are things?
The Wild Hunt's preparing to attack Kaer Morhen. Could use your help.
Rates at the gate of your Witcher stronghold. You're a friend of the clan. I cannot refuse you. What's more, no one Crate's ever stood and battled such a foe. I'll leave at once.
Thanks. Won't forget this.
Seeker.
Wounds licked. You better know.
His ribs. We're about to rip his lung out.
May your axe never crumble.
Raised them fucking
And went hunting.
Came back
Oh,
with
first time, man.
A killer.
wanted to talk. This isn't easy, but I need to ask you a favor. A big one.
Tell me, friend.
Ciri. I know where she is, but I also know that as soon as I reach her, the Wild Hunt will know I did. They'll come after us, attack, and we'll need to respond with strength. Can I count on you?
The Black Ones first, now Wraiths. Such is life. Bring her here, and we'll face them in battle.
Can't risk your men's lives. Kaer Morhen, we fight them there, nowhere else.
Kaer Morhen is hundreds of miles away. To move an army there would take weeks, not to mention I'd expose the Isles to Nilfgaard's blows. Geralt, forgive me, but I cannot do it.
I understand. Won't take up any more of your time. Farewell.
Wait. Won't let you leave empty-handed. I'll help as I can. Come with me.
Beautiful craftsmanship. Got a talented smith.
Not I. King Erland on Crate did.
Erland Stonefist? So this is Winter's Blade. Thought I was a legend.
Forged in Mahakam, tempered in dragon fire. Been in the On Crate family for centuries. And now, it's yours.
Thank you. This can't be easy for you. I appreciate it all the more.
May it serve you well. Send those specters back where they came from.
That's my intention. Farewell.
The favor Lady Bran did for our son sure did bear.
Pulled out his guts and made him run around a tree till he ran out.
What do you witchers do once there are no taverns and balls about it?
Didn't I say we'd see?
Blooms are late. There are very few bees. Fierce frosts we had this winter. Half the hives on Speaker Rock failed to last until the frost is.
Don't you think I'll follow you? What's your step?
Can we talk? The Wild Hunt will attack Kaer Morhen soon. Gonna need your help.
A wild hunt? Are you certain? So, you found Ciri?
I know where she is. And the Wild Hunt will also learn that as soon as I find her.
I see. I shall pack immediately. Leave tomorrow at the latest.
Thank you.
No need. I raised the girl, and I've still a duty to her. I shall see you at Kaer Morhen.
Axes and saws, the air thick with the smell of sap.
The Jarls are building new longships. It's the way of things. Trees are always the first to fall in a war.
Do you even know how long a yew grows to maturity? That if they cut them all down?
Nomadic slayer of beasts and monsters.
To battle shoulder to shoulder with a witcher.
The curse that held Uma proved hard to lift, but Yennefer and the Witchers managed to do it. The ugliest man alive revealed himself to be not man, but elf, and an elven sage at that. Avalach, for this was his name, was the elven mage who had helped Ciri flee the hunt, then hidden her away on the Isle of Mists.
Nes hen es gwyn.
Your Imperial Majesty.
Witcher, why have you come?
I've managed to find out where Ciri is.
Finally. I'd begun to doubt the wisdom of enlisting you. Bring her here at once.
The Wild Hunt's pursuing her. Kaer Morhen's the only place she'll be safe.
That was not a suggestion. I can defend my own daughter.
I don't doubt it. Against conventional foes, the Wild Hunt's different. Facing it here would put Vizima at risk. Hundreds of innocents could die. Kaer Morhen is in a wilderness, and your army stands to be far more helpful there.
Agreed. I shall send a banner with you. On one condition. General Voris will lead it.
Can't agree to that.
And I cannot agree to Witchers commanding my troops.
Well, I'm not about to give in. You don't look it either. Sorry to take up your time, Your Majesty.
Bring me Ciri.
I will, if that's what she wants.
Ninta mea deitra.
The curse that held Uma proved hard to lift, but Yennefer and the Witchers managed to do it. The ugliest man alive revealed himself to be not man, but elf, and an elven sage at that. Avalach, for this was his name, was the elven mage who had helped Ciri flee the hunt, then hidden her away on the Isle of Mists.
Ugly as a sea devil.
Who's prepared to have a tongue with me, eh? Hey!
Got me eye on you.
Ain't nothing quite like a witcher.
The curse that held Uma proved hard to lift, but Yennefer and the Witchers managed to do it. The ugliest man alive revealed himself to be not man, but elf, and an elven sage at that. Avalach, for this was his name, was the elven mage who had helped Ciri flee the hunt, then hidden her away on the Isle of Mists.
Time to end this. Firefly stopped at the hut. I'll look inside. Locked. Anybody in there? Damn. I'm not gonna hurt you. Open up.
Oh, you blew our fucking cover. Who are you? And what do you want?
I'm Geralt, a witcher.
Go away!
Looking for a young woman. Ashen hair, scar on her face. Will you let me in?
No.
How many of you are in there?
Why do you need to know? You're taking a bloody census. By my mum's beard, get yourselves together, lads. You there, outside the door. Geralt, that right?
Yeah, Geralt.
Listen, Geralt, let's cut to the thick of it. We survived a shipwreck recently. Beasts from the depths ate some of my lads, and the rest of us found shelter here. Not too special, that, as dangers litter this isle, but it does go to explain why we're a wee bit distrustful.
No way you can get to this isle conventionally.
Crikey, you call a shipwreck conventional? Leave it be, mate. You know what he means.
Let me explain. A short while past, we was en route from Skellige to Novigrad. And Ferenc got talking with the captain, who sold him a magic firefly purported to know the way to a hidden treasure.
This conversation's getting tiring. Listen, let's make a deal.
If that's a demon, it'll try to dupe us now.
I'm not a demon. You don't need to fear me. Give me a chance, I'll prove it.
How do you aim to do that?
Say I find your mates. Will you believe I mean no harm?
Aye, but I'm not counting either coming too easy.
How many are there?
3. Ivo, Gaspard, and Ferenc.
This Ivo. Where do I look?
Edget insisted he'd explore the caves to the east. Tried to knock it out his head. Literally. Bugger wouldn't budge.
Gaspard. Where'll I find him?
He said it was defeatist to sit and wait to be rescued. We had to take action, or at least he did. Claimed to have spotted a lantern out to sea, so he said he'd climb the highest peak to look out for ships.
Where'd Ferenc go?
West, in search of a ship that's said to be out there.
Ferenc is, handy. Thought I might fix it up, make you seaworthy.
All right. See if I can't find all 3. See ya.
I'm content to understand.
How long you gonna make me wait?
me? Up here! I'm here! Up here! Hear me? Up here! A man! Am I ever pleased to see you?
I talked to your friends. Come down.
Right. I'm coming. You lucky devil, you. You know, I've one regret. That...
Dead. Damn. Hey, wake up.
Shoo. Back to bed, Nibbles.
Wake up.
What's happening? Who are you?
I'm Geralt. Your friends asked me to find you, Ferenc, and Ivo.
I'm afeard they're dead. Some horror swarmed Ivo, saw it with my own eyes. And Ferenc, I heard him. A blood-curdling cry, then the roar of a beast.
Let's get back to the hut. I'll protect you along the way.
Shame about the lads, really, but what can you do? Come on. But I should warn you, I suffer from narcolepsy, meaning...
I know what it means. Don't worry, I'll keep you awake.
Off we go then.
Lost your nerve?
I feel a wee bit drowsy. Oh.
Come on, get up.
Oh, Nibbles, you's a naughty kitty, aren't you? All right, I'm up. know much about this isle?
Almost nothing.
You know, it ain't on my map.
A common characteristic of enchanted islands.
You think it's enchanted?
It's the one thing I'm sure of. Not your lucky day. Tried to flee the fiend. One of the missing dwarves, stubby legs, seemed too slow. Stench.
If you're a wee bit drowsy, well...
Come on, get up.
Oh, Nibbles, you's a naughty kitty, aren't you? All right, I'm up. So, what is it brought you to this strange place?
Looking for someone.
Here?
Mm-hmm. Just kind of turned out that way.
Not too keen on talking about it, are you?
Not really. Brought you your friend.
So, let's hear him then.
Wake up.
I'm awake.
Gaspard, stand back. I'm opening the door.
Gaspard! Ha! You seem a bit muddled.
Muddled. A bit drowsy, that's all.
What of the others?
Found one near a monster's den. He was already dead, sadly. Saw another fall from a cliff. Broke his neck.
Shit. Roderick told me to have an eye on the snot. 'Twas his nephew. Thanks for helping, and sorry I didn't trust you.
Oh, everything's gone wrong. What'll we do now?
Got a boat. You can leave with me, but I need to find someone first.
An ashen-haired lass?
Yes.
Oh, dreadful sorry.
What do you mean?
She's cold. Spirits left her.
Must have passed shortly before we found her.
Let's wait by the boat.
Guess not all of Vesemir's teachings have receded into oblivion.
A witcher can forget to eat, to drink, to breathe even. But a witcher never ever forgets to care for his blade.
Yeah, I used to repeat that incessantly. Never tired of doing it either.
What creature was it?
Huh? Creature?
One that gave you the scar over your left eye. It's new. I don't remember it.
Souvenir from the cockatrice of Spala. Another addition to the collection. Nothing special. Yours has healed beautifully, though.
Avalach. He prepared some special ointments for me. But that was before the curse gripped him. Wonder where he is now.
We lifted the curse. He's at Kaer Morhen, waiting for you.
Are you serious? You must be. You'd not jest about something like that. A nice thing to wake up to.
You trust him?
Avalach? He's not let me down to date. Not once.
Why exactly is Avalach helping you? Sages have never been fond of humans.
He doesn't do it for me. It's about my power. As if it could ever be about anything else. Avalok tried to teach me how to control my ability. He was also making sure I didn't fall into Eredin's hands.
What's Eredin after? What's he want from you?
What everyone wants. Control of my powers. His homeworld faces annihilation. Eredin's decided to invade ours. Brilliant, wouldn't you say? Can't achieve much on his own, so he needs to bring an army. Except his navigators can't possibly move him and thousands of NL between planes. Their abilities won't allow it.
Whereas yours will.
Exactly. And if I die in the process, well, that's a necessary sacrifice.
How do you ever start traveling with Avalok?
As soon as I'd left you and Yen on the Isle of Avalon, I found myself pursued. Eredin and his Red Riders were on my heels. I fled through many worlds, many times. They came very close to catching me once. It was then that Avalok appeared, out of nowhere. He found a portal, and took us to a world where Eredin couldn't find us for, oh, perhaps half a year.
The world where Eredin couldn't find you. What was it like?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
Try me.
People there had metal in their heads. Waged war from a distance, using things similar to megascopes. And there were no horses. Everyone had their own flying ship instead.
Ciri, stop fooling around.
Told you wouldn't believe me. We should have stayed there.
So why'd you return?
I thought the hunt had lost my scent for good. I thought I was safe. Besides, I wanted to find you. You and Yennefer.
You were looking for us, we were looking for you. Times I thought you were just a step away. Other times, felt like I was going around in circles.
I'm not surprised. There were times I fled pell-mell headfirst and forward.
So tell me how it happened, step by step.
Eredin located us mere moments after we landed on Ard Skellig. Soon after, he and his riders surrounded us. I thought it was over, the end. Turned out Eredin had other plans. He produced the phylactery, uncorked it. A fog enveloped us, and Avalok began gasping for air.
That's how Eredin cursed Avalok, triggered his transformation into Uma?
Yes. He didn't wish to kill him. Humiliation, that's what he was after. But Avalok refused to succumb without a fight. He cast a spell that wrought havoc in the hunt's ranks.
And in a full half of a forest on Ard Skellig.
Yet it also gave us time to flee. Avalok opened a portal. I leapt in. He was supposed to follow right behind me, but something went awry. Impaired by the curse, he failed to reach the portal in time. We had agreed that if anything went wrong and we were separated, we would meet at his hideout in Velen.
But you failed to meet there.
Yes, we failed to. Once through the portal, instead of at Avalok's hideout, I landed right in the middle of Crookback Bog. I barely escaped the crones. And then there was the Baron. You know, he took me hunting. I killed a wild boar with my sword.
I heard.
A coincidence, really. I had no desire to hunt that day, but it felt wrong to refuse. I'd taken nothing remotely resembling a hunting weapon. I simply hadn't intended to hunt. I was wandering through the forest, breathing deep the air. And then I heard a strange sound. Unsettling.
Boar attacked you?
Mm-hmm. Big as a bison, and lumbering straight at me. And all I had was my sword. Had to manage.
Did just fine, judging by how the Baron's men remember it.
Simple soldiers, the whole lot. But we got along splendidly. A shame I had to leave. Flee. But I didn't want to bring the Wild Hunt down on them. Apart from which, I knew by then the curse was progressing. So instead of looking for Avallac'h, I decided to find you and Yen.
So how'd you even meet a man like Whoreson Jr.?
You and Yennefer were nowhere to be found, and I needed someone who could fix the phylactery. No ordinary craftsman would do. I needed a mage, one with extraordinary powers. Dandelion took it upon himself to help me. It was as if his honor depended on it. He arranged a meeting with a mage, but it proved a trap set by the temple guard.
Failed to mention that.
Probably didn't want to worry you. Later, we learned the guard did that sort of thing regularly, in the hope of nabbing anyone who collaborated with mages. We needed to find another way. That was clear. Then Dandelion said he knew a man who owned a piece of Novigrad, as he put it, could do more than others. He was certain to know someone who could fix the phylactery.
Whoreson Jr.
Mm-hmm. I suspected it might not be the best idea, but I was desperate. I had no choice.
You suspected right. Whoreson was not the ideal partner in crime.
Damned simpleton got it in his head that we cheated him and kidnapped Dudu.
Who you promptly freed only to have to flee to Temple Isle. Great idea.
We hadn't planned it. Had no time to consider. We just bolted. I didn't even realize the guardsmen were driving me into a trap. Suddenly there I was, and I knew I had to disappear. At once.
And that's when you landed back in Skellige.
The shore of Hindisfjall. The first pleasant place that came to mind. Hjalmar and I used to swim there.
Wait, so you actually wound up there by accident? I thought you and Avallac'h had arranged something.
No, he simply sensed me use my power. Just as Eredin can sense where I am, where I travel. In fact, Eredin arrived soon after I did. His riders in tow. Once again, things happened quickly. Lofoten, the Hunt's attack, my flight. And then, dreams. Just dreams.
What did you dream? I've had nothing but nightmares lately. Pretty horrible.
Likewise, for the most part. In one, a monster grown from a stillborn child chased you. Ugh. That was horrible. Had a few nice dreams. For example, in one we sat around a fire, drinking good wine, and all around people danced and laughed.
I like that one a lot better.
Me too. But these dreams, and the others, ended in some tower. No matter what I dream, in the end, I would enter a tower.
Recognize it? Know where it might be?
Not sure. I don't think so, but there was something familiar about it. And something terrifying. The tower was stark and dead. But at the same time, I felt I had to enter it.
Did you?
No. Dreams all ended with me searching for the entrance. And the last time, instead of the tower, I saw your grizzled face. If not for the scar over your eye, I'd have thought I was still dreaming.
I was afraid you were dead. Found some dwarves here. Said they'd try to wake you, but you were cold as ice and you weren't breathing.
And yet you came in.
Who listens to dwarves these days? Speaking of which, they're probably getting antsy. We should go. Got a boat on the beach. Once we land, we'll head for Kaer Morhen, on horseback.
Right. Conventional means of travel. They're just better. Though a portal would be quicker.
And draw Eredin to us immediately. Rather not risk it. Besides, I hate portals. Damn. Listen, we gotta think of a way to... us home.
Welcome back, child.
Siri! My, you've grown beautiful.
No point standing around. Come on, time to greet the others.
You've not changed a bit. Any of you. All just like I remembered.
What?
Little sis.
They're all here. Everyone you asked for help. Avalok's resting in the tower, still in pretty bad shape. No reason to do it out here. Come inside.
Damn, it's good to see you again.
Maybe I'll give you two a moment.
Triss, please.
No, you must have missed each other terribly. A minute's delay won't hurt anyone.
Fine. So, a minute, then we go, all right? This is just a little awkward.
45 seconds.
Huh?
We've 45 seconds left. Well, 30 now. And then we throw the gauntlet at the Wild Hunt. So I beg you, use these seconds well.
Yen, I adore you.
No points for creativity, but for your candor. Time to go.
Yen, you know the Wild Hunt better than anyone else. Tell us about the magic they use.
Their navigators open portals, rifts that we might counter with dimeritium or our own magic. They also summon the frost that occupies the voids through which they travel.
There's just not enough of us. It'll be a hard fight.
Ah, Geralt. How are things?
Farewell. Bring all your tools with you?
Thought to myself, a battle approaches. Blades will need honing.
plate'll need some hammering, that sort of thing.
Thought right. Thanks, Sultan.
Plan to top that by brewing some more Mahakaman mix. Shite's so volatile you need but glance at it to set it off like a flaming fart. Very useful during sieges.
All right. We'll talk later, Zoltan. Great to see you in a good mood, Zoltan.
I certainly hope this gas will work.
It shall.
Wolf?
We must just ignite it at the right moment.
And that hole, is that there for good?
We shall worry about the hole once it is all over. And now, step back.
She's one of us, Geralt. No way we'll let him take her.
Any progress?
Damn piece of junk. Barely younger than Vesemir.
Ready for
Geralt?
battle?
I was born ready.
Eskel.
Greetings, Wolf.
Eskel.
Need some peace. Gotta prepare.
Elbow higher.
It's high enough.
You drop it a bit every time you release the strap.
Glad to see you.
Huh. Set out alone, Vest tracked me down. Insisted on coming.
I ought to give you a hiding for not asking my help, but I took it all out in Roach along the way.
Ah, some old friends.
What's this horse son doing here?
We need him.
You might have forgotten what he did. I haven't.
Gotta save Ciri, whatever the cost, and Letho's faced the hunt before.
I don't question his abilities. I simply don't trust him.
Letho won't betray us.
You're naive. Always have been. Usually I don't give a shit, but this time it could kill Vess and me both. Think this through before it's too late.
We'll stay and help, but we don't want him at our backs.
Big fight ahead of us. How's morale?
Remember our encounter with them at the Hanged Man's Tree. We'll thrash him again this time.
Big fight ahead of us. How's morale?
Remember our encounter with them at the Hanged Man's Tree. We'll thrash him again this time.
An illusion.
Greetings, Geralt. If I'm to die today, I wish to look smashing with me again. Leave my dresser alone.
Getting all gussied up for the wild hunt?
Women only ever beautify themselves for their own satisfaction.
Glad you're here.
It's good to see you again.
Expected you earlier.
I started off heading in the opposite direction, but then turned around.
What made you change your mind?
There are times when a woman should simply not explain her decision. That goes doubly for sorceresses.
Get everybody together. Time to talk. Thank you for coming. The Wild Hunt will be here soon. They're coming for Ciri. Want to take her? We'll stop them.
How do you even know the hunt will show?
They always know where I teleport to, and they move from place to place in an instant.
So what's our plan?
There aren't many of us, but I'd trust any of you with my life. Work together and we'll defeat the Hunt. When they attack, Yen'll dome the fortress with a magic shield. Hunt will be forced to land outside the walls.
If they're dispersed out in the woods, we could hunt down small groups of riders.
Got our first volunteer for the hunting party. I'm the second.
Count me in, too. Always believed attack is the best defense.
The Hunt will try to penetrate into the fortress through navigator portals. I can do nothing against this kind of magic, so you'll need to find and close as many as you can while hunting in the woods.
Lambert'll make us dimeridium bombs. Remember the formula?
Of course.
Excellent. Erden should work on the portals as well. I shall also give you each an amulet. Snap them in half and you'll become invisible, at least while you remain still or move slowly. Move abruptly, engage any foes, clash with them, and they will see you. Apart from that, they will be able to hear you and smell you. If you come across a large unit, do not attack. Signal Triss and she will provide support.
I'll look for your signal. Soon as I see it, I'll rain fire on the forest.
Ciri's most important in all of this. The Hunt's after her, and we have to defend her at all costs.
What do I do?
Stay inside the keep. If they break through, come inside. We'll all converge to help you.
Out of the question. I can look after myself.
No one doubts that, child. But remember the most important moment when hunting a monster?
Wait for an opportunity.
After the council, I'll give you an amulet. If you use it, a ball of fire will land where you're standing, just in case.
What else do we have that we can use?
Since you plan to ambush the Hunt in the woods, I could dig some trapping pits, blue stripe style.
Meaning?
Deep as the dark abyss, bottoms bristling with sharpened stakes.
I brought this Mahakaman mix. Flammable as bone-dry saltpeter and ploughing sticks to anything. We fill some barrels, stack them in a narrow passage, and fire them up at an opportune moment.
You know, we stand on a vast deposit of gas. If need be, I could open cracks in the earth, create explosions. I would need to prepare, though.
There's a laboratory and the workshop.
One thing to remember, we've got limited resources and even less time. We ought to decide what kind of weaponry will be most useful against the Hunt.
Absolutely. We need to assign one type of weaponry each to the lab and workshop.
Anyone have any ideas for the workshop?
Been wanting to fix that breach in the wall, but we'll need the same tools to clear the rubble from the armory.
Rubble?
Haven't you heard? Roof caved in a couple of years back. There's some excellent swords in there. Swords we could use.
Filling in the breach seems just as important. They come through there, the siege will be over awfully quick.
We'll need weapons that can pierce the Hunt's armor. Gotta clear the armory.
Let's not forget the laboratory. I started brewing some potions. Like to finish, if you don't mind.
I could prepare more of those traps. But I'd need all the lab equipment.
Always relied on potions. We should brew as many as possible.
We won't have time to do much else. Everything settled?
Yes, settled. We don't have much time, so let's get to work.
Let's sum up. Yennefer will create a magic barrier to repel the main assault. That should push the opposing force into the woods, where Lambert, Geralt, and Letha will be waiting. They'll use Dimeridium to close the Navigator's portals, stop as many warriors as possible from entering the fortress. Triss will be waiting for their signal, then give the riders hell. All others will repel any foes who make it inside the fortress walls.
If anything goes wrong, we abandon the outer courtyard, pull back to the keep. Remember, Eredin can't get his hands on Ciri. That's most important. Let's look at the map of the fortress, figure out the details. Can't help feeling we've overlooked something important.
Don't think about it.
Wanted to talk about what we can expect.
Thanks, not interested. You should talk to Ciri, fine mood she's in. Your potions.
Can't help but worry. We're short on meteorite steel swords.
Got enough for everyone. Here. Vesemir dug this up for you. Gnome-forged blade. Crossguard's elven handiwork. Cuts through armor like butter.
Thanks. For everything.
I'll saddle the horses. Come once you're ready to head into the woods.
Taking Letha with us.
You know my opinion.
Got a minute?
Serious talk coming.
I won't let them take you. You know that.
I know.
You gotta keep clear. Stay out of trouble.
Don't treat me like a child.
Didn't even do that when you were one.
I like it when you smile. Come here. Everything will be all right. Geralt?
see that?
It's starting. Woods, now.
Gonna have to thank Yen once this is all over. That spell, really something. And the invisibility.
Hounds could sniff you out, so don't get too close. And you'll be visible as soon as you start fighting. Remember that.
He always talk this much?
Only when he's nervous. Good work with these bombs, by the way.
Aim at the portals. Be precise. I'm out of Dimeridium.
Yen mentioned casting the Erdin at the rifts. Said the sign could seal them.
They're here. Time to say hello.
Slow down. Element of surprise is key. Stay hidden. Give Triss a chance to show them what she can do. Then we'll hit him.
Mean to say Marigold can conjure up more than a cloud of butterflies?
Lots more. Wait and see.
Nothing smells as sweet.
I hate portals.
Tough one.
Problem solved.
Geralt! Come here! Look! They're regrouping!
See the commander? Name's Imlerith. I remember him from back when I rode with the hunt.
Damn it. Spell's waning. We're becoming visible.
We're gonna try to kill him.
Too risky.
Pansy.
What's with Marigold?
Shit.
You were meant to wait inside!
I refuse to sit idle while you risk your lives for me.
Back inside!
No! Geralt gave the signal from the woods and Triss hasn't cast the spell.
Damn it! All right, run to her. Double chase! Ginny! Watch out!
Hold on, Triss!
Harry! Get back to the keep!
No! Geralt gave the signal!
I'm ready! Damn it!
Geralt!
Head back.
Jennifer's spell is waning! Blizzard's almost at the fortress!
Faster, Roach.
Don't stop! Marigold will shield us! Wonder if it took him out.
Imlerith? Doubt it.
Large detachment approaching from the woods. We need to close the gate before they get inside. Come up with courtyard! Shut the gates! Who's next? The gate, damn it! Shut the gate! Watch out for yourself.
La Dana!
That was amazing. Thanks.
You'd never have managed without me, would you? Come now, admit it.
Lambert, damn it! Stay with us! We gotta pull back! Yennefer's strength is waning!
White wolf.
Heads up! Fall back! Through the gate! Into the courtyard! Watch out for each other! They fall back! Through the gate! Into the courtyard!
Plow it! Not a second too soon. Get back to your position.
Take the passage to the main courtyard!
Where's Eskel?
Damn it! We agreed he'd open that gate.
Hasn't done it yet. Means...
He'll be fine. We've got Triss to worry about now.
Just in time!
Everything all right?
Yes, thanks. Things were looking shaky.
We had to fall back. They tried to get in through the main gate. I'm afraid they could succeed next time.
What's with Eskel? We have to retreat! He's in trouble! I'm going to help him! Remember the stone I gave you! I can do it too.
I'll take these! Looking good!
Should have stayed in the keep. Set your ass down like you were supposed to.
Looking good!
Thank you.
We have to open the gate for them.
This'll be quick and pick.
I'll take these!
Have to open the gate for them.
Eskel's open the gate! We can retreat beyond it!
Fall back. You're not supposed to be out here.
Too late now.
They're coming in through the gaps!
Dimeridium bombs. You'll find more in the crates by the walls.
Hold them back! I must form a circle of vitality.
We've gotta close the portals. If we don't, we die.
Geralt! They're coming in through Sabala's... Damn the dogs! You should have patched On my way. Bastard wants to break through! Get inside!
Come.
Where is he?
Shan't escape me this time. She'll not abandon you. You humans are so impractical.
Ciri, no! I forbid you! You always were an unruly child. I adored that about you. Now fly!
I was too late to help him.
It's not your fault.
I should not have fled here to Kermoren.
Avallac'h is weak, but alive. Triss is tending to the others.
I nearly killed you. Killed everyone.
I can't cry. Don't know how. Vesemir's funeral. We should prepare. Don't blame yourself. No Witcher's ever died in his own bed.
You don't know how it is to see someone you love die. Because of you. For you.
We all knew what we were signing up for.
Yes. And you saved me. For how long? A week? A month?
We'll hide you. Cover your tracks.
No. I will flee no more.
Varfail. For those who remain, death should never take precedence over life. Pay your last respects to your friend. Then we must hold council.
What's on your mind?
Kermoren. Can't imagine this place without Vesemir. I'll head down the valley soon, and find somewhere else to winter next year.
Come on, it's the only home we've ever had. Stay.
No, Geralt. Place has been dying a while. Last nail in the coffin today. Time we accepted that.
So, tell me.
I can say I've seen it all now.
I still don't believe everything that happened.
Thanks for coming. Thanks for risking your lives for me.
Take care of the girl. Don't let anyone harm her.
What will you do?
We're bound for Novigrad. To fight the next fight.
If you miss us, look for us at the camp.
That was tough.
We managed.
Thanks for helping.
You're welcome.
Would you consider staying at Kaer Morhen?
It'd be nice. At least for a while, till I figure out what's next.
Agreed. Do it. Thank you.
Please. She was my ward, too. And the old should only ever stick around to help the young. You know, this hardly ends your struggle.
I know.
Whatever you aim to do now, remember you'll find souls willing to aid you in Skellige. Myself, Crach, his children.
Thanks. I'll remember that.
I shall take another look at the wounded. But I'll need to go soon. I'll leave you some medicines.
Go in hell, Thermion.
Till we meet again.
I'll remember your teachings always. And the sacrifice you made. Thanks for everything you did for me and Ciri.
May I be honest? Had I known what would happen here, I'd never have come anywhere near Kaer Morhen. I'm glad I could help, but I shall leave as soon as Lambert feels better.
You going together?
I've an idea, but I need a witcher to help me see it through. Lambert has agreed to assist me.
Good luck. And thanks again.
We're even now.
Can we talk?
What about?
Holding up all right?
Love questions like that. Am I holding up? What? My dick? This is shit, Geralt, and you know it. Knew the old man couldn't live forever. Even told Eskel that when it came time, I'd get his sword. Fits my hand perfectly, you know? But Vesemir deserved a better death. Whereas he died like a louse. Crushed.
We'll avenge him.
Doesn't look that rosy to me.
See you later.
Yeah, take care.
There you are. Crying shame about Vesemir. I'm sorry.
Thanks for your help.
I had a debt to pay.
Heading straight back to Skellige?
Wouldn't be right to tarry. War with the Black Ones won't wait. You can count on me, you know. Always.
I know. Thanks.
come to see how I'm feeling. Thanks. Not bad.
That's good.
Son. Horrible about Vesemir. I know you were close.
Thanks. We were.
Listen, far be it from me to stick my beard, but it'll no scratch an itch. So don't take this the wrong way. I want to help, whatever you decide, but to my mind, we've got to counterattack. We've got to find the Hunt, Eredin, and charge at them both like a bull at a heifer.
Not that simple, unfortunately. We have no way of finding them. They find us easily. Can take us by surprise whenever they want.
Forgive me, Geralt, but that's the blathering of a man who clearly can't snap out of it after a tragic loss. Drink it off. Sleep it off, whatever it takes. Just get yourself together and think things through.
I'll do that, Sultan.
Zirael can harness immense amounts of the power. Why has no one taught her to control this?
Actually, some did teach her.
Clearly to no effect.
Haven't had a chance to talk. Thanks for your help. And for looking after Ciri.
You will thank me later. Now we must take Zirael from here, hide her, and then gather a greater force.
Anyone, everyone we could count on came here to Kaer Morhen.
Which is why we must seek the help of enemies. Magic is our best defense against the Hunt. We need sorceresses. Archmistresses of magic.
You mean the Lodge?
Don't trust the Lodge one bit, but doesn't seem like we have a choice.
Because we don't. I've made an agreement with the Emperor. In exchange for its help, the Lodge will be granted amnesty and find asylum in Nilfgaard. That will be our bargaining chip. Triss, I wish to leave today to find the sorceresses. Will you help me?
Of course. Even got an idea where you could start.
Damn it! Again you planned without even asking what I think. I've had enough of this. I won't be taken somewhere like a bundle. I will not sit and twiddle my thumbs. I am sick of waiting, sick of hiding.
You're right. Prove today you can take care of yourself.
Easier to pat someone on the back and hope things will work out than it is to face the truth. Zirael possesses a great power she cannot control. She is a danger to herself, to others. Until she learns to control it, she should remain isolated.
First of all, bollocks. Second, if you're going to speak of courage, at least address me directly, and not through Geralt. I'm gone.
Ciri needs time.
True, but she also needs training. She must learn to control her abilities.
This training really necessary?
You saw what happened. She could be a greater threat than the Hunt.
Fine. We'll stay here a while longer, then join you and Triss in Novigrad. Meet at Dandelion's Inn.
Come on, Yen. The sooner we leave, the better.
See ya.
It's not working, don't you see?
Discouraged after a mere 8 attempts? Zirael,
How many times must I try?
as many as it takes.
But I'm not getting anywhere.
We shall return to this later.
Didn't make make it far first time out on the gauntlet either.
Geralt, please, not now. By comparison, the gauntlet was a walk in the park. But that's not the point.
What is?
Avallac'h says nothing will come of this until I stop thinking about the battle. But at the moment, I find it impossible to fill my head with kittens and vanilla pudding. Tell me, how do you do it?
What?
Always manage to pull yourself together. Focus. No matter what's happening.
There's a certain ancient method. Vesemir taught it to me, and Barman taught it to him.
Will you take me into the mountains and make me drink hemlock?
The Skellige druids have used it for centuries. It always works.
Hey! You'll regret that.
Hey, that's cheating.
Wimp.
We'll see about that.
Come and get...
Good shot.
Oh, you're in for it now. Oh, I will thrash you. Hey! That's cheating! Oh, you're in for it now. Hey! That's cheating! Oh, I will thrash you. Hey! That's cheating!
You were right. That really works. Thanks.
Glad to be of service. So what now?
I'll go see where our dearest sage is. Geralt. Geralt. Wake up.
What? What's happening?
Get up. We must go. I've saddled the horses.
Ciri, it's the crack of dawn. Where do you want to go?
To Velen. Bald Mountain. But a few days till the Witch's Sabbath. And guess who's the guest of honor?
Dunno. Enlighten me.
Imlerith. We'll have no better chance to get him.
Where'd you get this idea? What's gotten into you?
I must avenge Vesemir. The Sabbath. It's the perfect opportunity. Imlerith will be drunk among his cohorts, caught up in the revelry. He'll not expect the blow.
How'd you learn all this? Imlerith? The Sabbath?
Avallac'h. He told me of those who chase us. Claims knowledge itself can tip the scales. Come. We shall talk on the way.
Wait. Something I gotta tell you before we go. You know, the Emperor really wanted you found.
Yennefer mentioned something.
Wanted you to visit him.
Why would you tell me now?
'Cause this could be your last chance to see your... father.
Think I should go?
Probably just wants to talk.
How can you be sure? What if he wants something more?
Promised me he wouldn't force you to do anything.
So I should go?
He is your father.
Vizima is on the way. I suppose we can drop in. Ready?
Let's go.
After the Battle of Kaer Morhen, the defenders licked their wounds and mourned their losses, save Ciri, who began to plan her revenge. She woke Geralt one night and urged him to travel with her to Velen, to the top of Bald Mountain, where she knew she'd find Imlerith. She had decided he had to die.
Your Imperial Majesty, Geralt of Rivia, and...
Cyrilla Fiona Ellen Rhiannon, Queen of Sintra, Princess of Bruges, and Duchess of Sutton. Heiress to Innes Ard Skellig and Innes Anne Skellig, and suzerain of Atra and Abiara. Get used to it. Before long, every soul from Nilfgaard to the Dragon Mountains will kneel before you. I did not expect you to keep your word, Witcher.
I always keep my word.
As do I. Your reward.
Thanks.
Geralt?
$10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and that makes an even 100. That is all of it. Initial here, please.
Now forgive me. I wish to speak to my daughter.
Follow me, sir.
White Wolf, good to see you.
Greetings, General.
You had no trouble crossing the Pontar, I trust.
None.
I take it you crossed via the ford near Banglin? It's fortunate you did not choose to ride through Rind, a troubled region still. Radovid seeks to breach the front in the west. But he'll not succeed. Not before the princess becomes empress and we bring order to the area.
Of course.
While we're on the subject, how is our future ruler? Must admit I'm curious how she'll react when she hears the throne will be hers. I venture to say she'll be delighted.
You never know.
Yes, of course, she's tactful, not one to celebrate an offer not yet made. But this is not the kind of offer one refuses.
Isn't it?
Do you know any who would not like to be Emperor of Nilfgaard? Can you imagine? I thought only the wine-addled minds of bards and poets could give birth to such stories. The prodigal daughter of the most powerful ruler in the continent's history returns on the eve of his final triumph to embrace her inheritance. Simpletons adore such stories as they do the princesses, ever beautiful and delicate who are the...
Geralt, we're leaving.
So nice to see you, my lady.
Likewise. Time we were on our way.
A shame you can't stay. I hope to continue this on another occasion.
That makes one of us.
Well?
If he thinks he can buy me, he is sorely mistaken. By the way, that spectacle with the coin, what was that?
Emperor's got lots. Couldn't see why he shouldn't share some with us.
Is that what this was about? From the start?
No. It's always been about you. Only you.
It sure seemed like it was about the coin in there.
Ciri,
If it wasn't, you shouldn't have accepted it.
Say no more. I'll be over it by the time we reach Velen.
After the Battle of Kaer Morhen, the defenders licked their wounds and mourned their losses, save Ciri, who began to plan her revenge. She woke Geralt one night and urged him to travel with her to Velen, to the top of Bald Mountain, where she knew she'd find Imlerith. She had decided he had to die.
The men at Crow's Perch, they spoke of this place. Ard Serbin, home of the Ladies of the Wood. The peasants feared coming here, and the Baron thought the Ladies of the Wood a terrifying tale for naughty children. Incidentally, I wonder how the Baron is.
hanged himself after his wife died. Daughter's in Novigrad.
A true shame.
You actually know this area?
Centuries ago, it was a hallowed site for druids. But then the crones arrived, destroyed the Velen Circle, and deformed the sacred oak atop the mountain. An important feast is observed here annually. The Sabbath, they call it. All the local folk attend. I suspect Imlerith attends too, as the crone's guest.
Seem to know it well.
Avalok's a good tutor.
We stand to find Imlerith here? You sure?
Avalok told me of beings who commune with the NL elves. They can be found in every part of our world. In Velen, the crones do this. Apparently, Imlerith came here at Eredin's behest, to order the crones to keep their eyes open and ears pricked, in case Avalok were to seek shelter in his Velen hideout.
Took the order literally, judging by all the ears hanging in the woods. Think Imlerith might still be here?
He craves the pleasures of the flesh, wine, sex. The crones indulge him, flatter his ego. I'm certain he'd not let this opportunity pass, and will be on Bull Mountain for the Sabbath.
Let's get this done.
We must reach the peak. We'll find Imlerith there. The peasant folk of Velen call this night the Feast of Gifts. I've no idea why.